Hey, what is up YouTube? Angry Eradicate here. Today we have part 3 of 7 of our generational 1v1 teams. After the last team, Jodo, which was a very bad team, probably the worst. Actually, there's a lot of other ones that are really bad. We have one of the better ones again. We have Hoenn with Mega Blaziken, regular Sceptile, and I believe regular Swampert as well. Sceptile is obviously probably the weakest of the three here. He does have some nice niche uses. Blaziken is actually pretty strong. I think he's like A- or B+ tier, and Swampert heavily overrated. Used to be pretty good back in Generation 6, however now it kind of just gets overrun. Alright, Blaziken first. Pretty standard set here, full attack investment with an attack nature, because after the speed boost from a protect, you're usually fast enough to outspeed them. You can, if you're willing to outspeed, Choice Scarf users that are above 100, then you can run speed, but if they run speed nature as well, they're just going to still outspeed you anyway. But that being said, I think Choice Scarf Hydreigon will outspeed you if it's speed nature as well. Yeah, it will. You can go for double protect if you really have to. But protect, Brave Bird, high jump kick, and flare blitz. Pretty standard stuff there. You're not going to usually switch out for too much. If you really want to, I think there are other fighting moves he gets. He gets like Sky Uppercut, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, he gets Sky. I know he gets it, but I'm not sure how good it is. I don't think it's that good. Oh, it's a useless move. That means it's definitely not very good. Yeah, 85 with 90% power, and no one ever uses the flyer bounce, so it's not as strong. You still have a good chance to miss, and if you miss anyway, you're going to lose anyway with being how frail you are, so you must as well take the damage in to fight quicker. High jump kick and flare blitz are two very good stab moves though, and Brave Bird does kind of round it out for some things that you couldn't hit otherwise. Other options, there really is not much. If you want an agility instead of protect, however, you're usually just going to die anyway. Acrobatics you can't use. I'm just trying to look through here, see some other options you could use. You can maybe use a special move, however then you have to run even worse defenses. But you do have base 130 special attacks. So if you want a certain tech there, or certain calc, go for it. Up next we have a very interesting Sceptile. You can't really take advantage of Focus Sash Unburden in this, so you kind of have to run Grassium Z and rely on that. I go Grassium Z, Leaf Storm, and you can Leaf Storm the next turn after, is able to kill some things. If Tapu Koko isn't running Brave Bird, then you can kind of beat that with the combination of Leaf Storm into that, and then the Unburden boost activates. You do still lose stuff like Greninja unless you run Choice Scarf, so that is an option for Sceptile if you want to run that. You can take care of Greninja. However, Blaziken can usually just protect turn 1, get faster than one shot with whatever move the Greninja checked into, whether it be like Ice Beam or probably just Scald, so he tries to go for the high jump kick, and then I'll still take it out. Leaf Storm, Focus Blast, substitute him Power Fire. Again, you can run more of a physical set with like Outrage. I think it gets Outrage, Leaf Blade. You get Swords Dance. So there's some options there, and Acrobatics. However, again, most of the time you won't be taking a hit because you don't have Focus Sash, and he has very frail defenses. So I think the Grassium Z, it hits pretty hard against some things. If the Gyarados is stupid enough to Mega Evolve, you can kill it. However, most of the time it won't. You can run a Him Power Electric if you really want to try to beat it down. However, then still, I don't think it's still gonna. I think it still won't one-shot anyway, and it's going to be faster and kill you with Ice Fang. You can run Mega Sceptile as well. It's a bit sturdier and a little bit. I think it's faster, but let me check Mega Sceptile stats. Should have done this beforehand. Oh, 145 base speed. That's not a bad idea actually. If you want to beat like Greninja, then you can go right in that and go for the Leaf Storm. That's probably another option you can do. I just thought I'll go with more of a unique option here with the Grassium Z. Some people get caught off guard with it. It actually does a good bit of damage too to a lot of things. You know, stab Grassium Z from off a Leaf Storm. It's hitting what, base? Probably close to base 200, so that's going to be pretty strong. Up next we have Swampert with a Rindo Berry, pretty obvious counter, Mirror Coat set, Protect Waterfall. Again, you can run something like a Mega Swampert and then do like Rain Dance. You never see that in the meta, so it can kind of like throw some people off. He does okay against Kyurem Black. Problem is if you have to guess if it's a physical or special set, and if they have like Ice Beam, they might switch up to Outrage the next turn and two-shot you off of that with the counter. But Rindo Berry, you can switch that off to like Leftovers or something too if you really want. However, it's nice because you do tank some grass hits. I did switch out the special books. Maybe he won't now. Back Alakazam's used to use Energy Well against. You can mirror code it off of that. It was pretty nice. But I ran defense investments to help against stuff like Mega Gyarados and some of the more. It's a lot more of a physical metagame now. Kyurem Black, Metagross, Gyarados, Charizard X for the top 5. I think Tapu Koko's 5th. Are like physical invested, and there's a lot of other ones up there who are pretty high. So I think the metagame shifted to more of a defensive or attack and defense than so much being with the special side. Again, like other options, you can run like Waterfall, Earthquake's another option there. Endeavor is not a bad option either, but you're better off running like Mega Aggron if that's what you're trying to go for like Endeavor, like the Metal Burst. It's kind of just a better option than Swampert at this point in the metagame, because you also have the Mega set you can run to as well. Avalanche is another option here. If they're like a dragon type, you can kind of go for that. Base 120 is not too bad. And obviously for these people's abilities, you're going to keep Torrent, not going to go Damp. No one's using Earthquake, or no one's using Explosion or Self-Destruct in this. Speed Boost obviously for Blaziken, but you're going to Mega Evolve turn 1 anyway. And Unburden for Sceptile. I guess it is nice with the Grassium Z, however if you get hit down low, it doesn't happen too often. Overgrow into Leaf Storm is pretty strong. Especially if you get if they go first, turn 1, they just barely don't kill you. If you go for the Grassium Z, Bloom and Doom, it's going to do a lot of damage if Overgrow activated. But I don't think there was really any calcs needed for it. But that's all I really have for the analysis for this team, guys. Let's go check out some battles and see how they really match up against the metagame. Alright, so for our fights for the Hoenn team here against Backdoor Maniacs, our first opponent is Mimikyu, Mega Lopunny, and T-Tar. Mega Blaziken's obviously a great choice here. It can beat Mega Lopunny and T-Tar, and beat some Mimikyu sets, so there's no real other point to use anybody else, especially since Sceptile's usually a pretty bad pick. Swampert's also really kind of like risky and having the predictions off, so Blaziken was obviously the right choice here. Flipbout's gonna come against Mimikyu here. Unless you went right for like Shadow Z move, it's not gonna be able to kill me in one hit. And we're able to just take him out right from the start. Easy win there. And again, if you use anybody else, Blaziken obviously wins those. If you don't know how he wins that matchup, come on, bro, it's not that hard. Oh, my bad. Well, as you saw there, Blaziken versus Kyurem Black. However, I thought Blaziken had the best chance here. I could protect against the obvious Gigavolt Havoc or Brave Bird against the Tapu Koko. Against Charizard, he's probably my best bet. Swampert's sometimes hard to win with, counter the move. And since I went to more of a defensive one, if it's Charizard Y, I don't think I tank the Solar Beam anymore, even with the Rindo Berry. So I don't think he would be able to beat Charizard. And obviously Kyurem Black. He's not terrible against Kyurem Black, and the fact that I don't think he dies in one hit. This is Sub-Zero Slammer, but I thought Blaziken was a better pick here, and I thought he was because I think I can one-shot high jump kick. However, as you'll see here, I end up missing. I protect turn 1 here. Obviously, he goes right for the Outrage, and obviously protected there. Sub-Zero Slammer might have done some damage, but he obviously didn't think that was going to go for that, you know, a damaging move there. Missed the high jump kick. I think it would have killed in one hit, to be honest. I'm Attack Nature, and Blaziken's pretty strong, and it's super effective. And it's stab, high jump kick. Let's be real, that would have killed. We just got unlucky. That happens sometimes. Not the end of the world. Alright, the King 64739. He has level 1 Magmite, Machamp, and Swampert. I thought Sceptile would be a great choice here. I'm pretty sure he one-shots right through the Rindo Berry against Swampert. Maybe could beat Machamp, but I knew he could beat Magmite, just substituting turn 1. He was right into Machamp here. We're going to go right for the Bloom and Doom, might as well, just do a boatload of damage, give him another 9% HP. I thought, okay, we're probably going to lose this since he probably has Bullet Punch, or we'll get herself in Infusion. Luckily, he doesn't have that, and we go right for the Hidden Power for the guaranteed hit, and finish off Machamp. Our last fight here against Tasuke, he also has level 1 Magmite. Kind of surprised to see a lot of those. I think there's better options for level 1 things. He has a Greninja, probably Choice Specs, Choice Scarf, maybe Choice Scarf, I don't know, and Alolan Raichu, which is kind of weird for 1v1. He's usually better in the 2v2s if you pair him with like Tapu Koko or someone like that. That's pretty deadly usually. We can just sub turn 1 here against Magmite and Leechy next turn. And, or not Leechy, we could have just stalled him out. There's not much he can really do to me. And he would have had to keep, you know, healing up since the Toxin didn't go off there. He couldn't have Sandstorm because he would have gotten down to his berry, heal back up, and we could have just kept damaging him down then. So, easy win there. That's all I really have for this team. It kind of like, I thought it would be better than it was. I think before it had better matchups in the metagame. Now it kind of loses to a lot of the more top tier stuff. Swampert's not really as good as it used to be. Mega Blaziken's still obviously very good, and Sceptile can't really do what I thought it could do with him. But make sure you guys try out this team. It's a pretty good fun one, I guess. I recommend the Kanto one again. That's a really strong, kind of fun team to use. I'll leave a link down to that video in the description below. Make sure you check that one out. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We have Sinnoh coming up next. That team is garbage. You have to watch me lose a lot of fights with that team, so make sure you check out, or well, make sure you guys stay around for that video and check that out. But thank you guys so much for watching these videos. Like always, I'm stuttering up like a storm here, so I'm just gonna end the video here. Have a good day, guys.